Hi everybody, welcome to Theo and Olaf. My name is Irene. With me is Olaf, our Samoyed doggy, who's just shy of being 2 years old in just a few days. And today I want to give you an update on what Olaf is like now that he's 2 years old. And at the very end, we want to give you an opportunity to hang out with Olaf for his birthday. So stay tuned for that at the very end. Physically, Olaf is more or less the same since he was a year old. Olaf is still just under 60 pounds, so he hasn't quite crossed the 60-pound mark quite yet. He is on a raw diet for the most part and not too many digestive issues. On occasion, he'll still get some vomit and some diarrhea, but for the most part, it's been manageable. Little things that we deal with on a daily basis are tear stains, saliva stains. So there's a bit of reddening around his eyes and his paws, so that takes some daily wipe up. And the main thing that Olaf went through this past year was being neutered. And I'm sure you all are wondering, what is different about Olaf now that he's neutered? Well, for the most part, Olaf is still more or less the same as before. He still has a ton of energy, but can also just turn off when he's resting, as he is now. I will say that Olaf's coat is a little bit longer. The texture is still the same. It's still a little bit cottony and wispy as before, but it could be the effect of being neutered. It could be the fact that we live in a colder climate, but Olaf's coat is a little bit longer, which is great. He is a bit fluffier. Olaf does have a tendency to still mark outside. Initially, after being neutered, he tended to not do that as often, but now he's starting to do that again, so we're trying to prevent that. One thing we noticed too is that Olaf's appetite has increased significantly. Prior to being neutered, Olaf was very picky about eating. We would have to do a little bit of song and dance to convince him. Sometimes he would not eat for a day, sometimes two. So now Olaf is more eager to eat, which has made feeding a lot easier for us. Olaf has made a lot of strides with training in the past year. It's very easy to overlook it because in the day-to-day, we get so caught up with what he's struggling with that we forget to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Olaf is generally very good at loose leash walking now, even in newer environments. Occasionally he'll still pull if he's really excited about something, but for the most part, walking him in new environments has been a lot more manageable and more enjoyable for us. Olaf still gets pretty reactive around dog parks, so we still need to work on that. And also, Olaf can also be very reactive when people say hi to him or try to pet him. So we try to minimize those interactions and just walk through crowds without talking to people. The other thing that we recently noticed is that Olaf gets really protest barky when people try to take a picture of him or when we try to take a picture of him. So when people ask to take a picture, we try to make it really fast because Olaf just starts barking like crazy. So that's just something new that we have to work on. Last year for Olaf's first birthday, we set a few goals for Olaf this year, and unfortunately we didn't meet all those goals, but it's okay. So the first goal was for Olaf to take an agility class, and we tried to place Olaf into it through an evaluation. And Olaf was generally fine until the very end when they brought out these stuffed dogs, and Olaf was just so confused why these dogs weren't talking, why they weren't moving, so he started barking pretty loudly, and he failed his evaluation because of that. But that's okay. We hope that Olaf can fulfill his desire to do agility in some other way, either in our backyard or in the park. The other goal that we have for Olaf was for him to take swimming lessons, and unfortunately Olaf hasn't had the chance to do that either, but Olaf has had the chance to hang out in front of the beach, at the waterfront, and he's a lot more comfortable in shallow water than the deeper part of the water, so hopefully he has more chances to be in water and get more comfortable. The last goal that we have for Olaf was for him to go on more adventures, and that goal we definitely fulfilled. Olaf has been to Yosemite twice now in the past year. He's been to Lake Tahoe for kayaking. He's been to Bend, Oregon, and of course, he's moved up here to Washington with us. So Olaf has been a great travel companion, and we can't wait to go on more adventures with him. So that's it for our 2-year-old update for Olaf. We're so proud of where Olaf is, and we're very happy with him. Time really flies when you have a dog, so we try to cherish each moment that you have with them. So we would love for you to celebrate Olaf's birthday with us. So we're going to have a YouTube live event where you can hang out with us. We'll do a Q&A. You get to see what Olaf's presents are. And yeah, it'll just be a fun time, a chill time just to hang out. So please join us this Saturday, November 11th at 1 p.m. Pacific. Just come as you are, and we'd love to see you there. And as always, if you enjoy this content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching.